6, live from the BSG households.
We're back as always, presented by
Moon Golf.
the best in the business, celebrating 1 year in their new location today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Moon Golf. We could not do what we do without you, honestly.
I went in there the other day and they said I was customer number 42. I'm number 42 in their system.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't know what I am.
As much as you go in there, you should be moved to customer number 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I gotta pick your wedge up tomorrow, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of wedges, they take care of you. Go check them out. They have everything you need to get you taken care of. Wedges, grips. Brady just got all his clubs re-gripped. Zach just got you ferrules
and grips. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And one of the wedges had some loose epoxy in it, and they warranty their work, so they're just fixing it. No cost.
Moon Golf, go check them out. You can try to use promo code BSG15.
They may or may not listen.
That's true, but it makes us look better if you walk in there and say BSG sent you there. So check out Moon Golf. All right, boys, let's get to the clubhouse. This is the part of the show where we're just sitting in the clubhouse post round talking about the round. And in our case, we're going to talk about some golf. Real fast, Brady has a great question on here as number 1. But before we talk about this, let's talk about Matt Scharf making 2 hole-in-ones on 2 par 4s.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Did anybody think that's what it was when Good posted that little...
Yeah, as soon as I seen the picture, I was like, they did it again. Back at it again.
Yeah, I saw one of them posted it on like an Instagram story, kind of like just like a teaser, and I think Garrett did, and it was like the day before or something like that. I was like, oh, somebody got another hole-in-one.
Is the odds? Is it really what they in the caption they put 1 in a billion? Is that the odds for a hole-in-one on par 4?
I would imagine it's probably the odds for 2 hole-in-ones on a par 4.
Oh, 2 hole-in-ones. Because a hole-in-one on a par 3 is 1 in 10,350.
Wow.
And me and Jeremy were talking about that last week. We got to hole 17 and we said, "Do you think you've taken 10,350 shots?" And he was like, "Well, not on par 3s." And I was like, "You're right, but in general, I don't know how many I've taken, but it's got to come at some point for us boys. Somebody's got to do it."
Said it's over 1 in 6 million.
On a par
4? Just for an albatross.
Oh,
that's crazy.
And he's got 2. And the way that one hit
rolled
far off the green, so far from the pin.
So it can happen anyway.
Anybody, anytime is what we're saying.
Yeah.
It can happen at any point. Yep.
So, Brady, this question you have on our list, is this coming from the clip that Barstool posted recently? Is that what made you think of this? Did you see it?
Yeah, a little bit, because they, Foreplay just did a little collab video with Grant, and I feel like a lot of the guys that split from Good last year, they're like collabing with other groups, and there's not any big groups full of like good golfers out there, like really good golfers that are making like content like good and doing these tournaments and stuff. And it just got me thinking about how the Busted Jack guys, Brian Bros and Grant and Tig are always filming together. And I was like, if they started like another channel similar to Good where they did all these videos comboed on one channel, would it get as big as Good in the same amount of time? And like, could they somehow compete with like that super channel?
Technically, together, like Tig's over 400,000, Grant's over 400,000, Busted Jack's over 100,000, and Grant, I don't know what Grant's at.
Brian Bros are probably 300 maybe. I haven't looked, but I would imagine they're like 250.
Who is that? 300.
So I don't know if y'all remember.
Brian Bros might be.
But George Bryan was a part of Good Good when it first started. Do y'all remember that?
I don't remember that.
It was George was in there. Well, he was in the very first videos. Bryce Butler was a part of the videos. Uh, and they were the two that left, and everybody was commenting, like, where's George? Where's Bryce? And so,
Huh.
and in typical Good fashion, they don't ever talk about somebody leaving or when somebody joins. It's just like they appear in the videos or they stop appearing in the
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
George
It's
was
just
off
they're
just
there
chilling.
or they're not.
Yeah. George was just doing his thing, but George and Bryce were both originally part of the very first videos of Good Good. And before it was Good, it was Bro 5. And it had the Frisbee guy, Brody. You know who I'm talking about? Does trick shots with
Yeah, I
Frisbees?
remember that guy. Yeah.
It was him, Matt, Garrett, Steve, and Micah. And they were doing what Good was doing now, trick shots and all this kind of stuff. Um, and then they broke up, and it was a whole YouTube drama. Like Good, Garrett, and then put out a video talking about it. Brody put out like a hour-long video talking about why they broke up,
Dang.
and it was this whole thing. I remember watching it, and so then from there they became Good out of that. But yeah, George used to be a part of that.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Imagine like a breakup like Dude Perfect right now, like how much drama that would get.
Oh yeah, and that's
Who's
where
that?
you dumb. Brody was friends with Dude Perfect, and that's how he came up with Bro 5. He was because they said dude, so he came up with Bro, and then there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird watching their videos. Actually, if you type in Bro 5 at the cradle or Bro 5 at this'll do, there's a video of them playing that putting thing. It's like Steve, and Steve looks wild. But anyways,
I've been there before.
same. Everybody here except
Yeah.
he had to go to a birthday
He's
party.
up right on my screen.
Don't
Yeah.
remind me.
All right, so it takes us to the next segment. This is the next segment, but I saw Rory's name, and it made me think of this. What do y'all think, real quick, on
Don't talk about my boy.
what do y'all think on the TGL and them having these team names kind of similar to Live and people getting picked up by teams? When I saw the Justin
then you had
Thomas
John
announcement,
Rahm just
I
left.
thought, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. When I saw the announcement for Justin Thomas signed with the Atlanta Golf Club, whatever, I thought it was a Four Aces thing for Live. I was like, what? Like I panicked. What's y'all's thoughts on that?
I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't think it affects it much. I think it's just more sponsorships in the end.
Have y'all been if you go to their Instagram page, have y'all been seeing like there's the Boston Golf Club and it's like the Los Angeles Golf Club and they're like we officially signed Colin Morikawa, and so they're making it very similar to Live with these teams.
Yeah, with the team stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
I think
We just had a team event,
yeah.
like
I
more.
think that's something that that they're gonna have to have because they're gonna have to like be able to be charismatic with each other and have like good camera work to stay like I guess entertaining because they can't just get up there, hit golf shots and walk away. Like the way it's set up, they're gonna be on like a big simulator. They're gonna be in front, I guess, in front of a live audience. So I guess they've got the pressure of that as well, maybe. So yeah, there should be some interesting things happen behind the scenes and while people are watching.
I'm excited to watch it. They said Rom backed out because they're playing Monday nights in Arizona and he lives in Florida. So he'd have to fly to Arizona every Monday to compete. So that's why he backed out of it. So they're finding someone else for the spot.
Money, he's got it.
But transition off that, Brady, what we got with Rory here? Investing in some F1.
Yeah, so I wrote this down last week. It was like earlier last week. I saw that Rory, several other notable investors, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce included, all
You mean Taylor Swift's boyfriend? I don't know who
yeah,
Travis Kelce
Taylor.
is.
Yeah, yeah. We don't know who he is. He's just Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah.
They all invested in a Formula One team, the BWT Alpine F1 racing team. So I think a lot of guys that are just like maybe not just guys, but a lot of people that are very wealthy and just looking to spend stuff on, or just getting into F1. Like I saw that Rory was at the race that they just had in Texas, like last week or something like that. He was just sitting with the whole team and like in the pits and all that stuff. And that I just thought it was strange that this is like a route for people in America to go now, like, you know, superstars, which I guess, you know, there's people investing in it all around the world, but they've got like big teams like Ferrari and Red Bull that don't really, I guess they're not really taking on that many sponsorships. So this is like a mid-pack team that they're just like getting into, maybe hoping to grow something like a Ferrari or McLaren, or, you know, all those kind of big name teams.
I imagine Rory's probably gonna have an F1 thing on his bag this season.
Yeah, that was, you know, a lot of talk about something like that happening with Liv, like how Formula One sets up their, you know, schedule.
So what you're saying is they're following Liv.
That's what, yeah. Like I'm saying, there's a lot of connections here that just, you know, they're pinpointing to other things that could be happening behind the scenes.
He's just investing in the future.
Yeah,
exactly.
The PGA, the guys that didn't go are like, oh, this works, and this works, and this works. Maybe I should. I'm sure some of them have the same agents too, so it's like, why did he do this? And he's like, oh, because he's getting paid this to be a part of it.
Brooks was on.
Like he's investing for ownership, but he's getting kickbacks from it too.
Yeah,
Brooks was on a podcast recently with Jake Paul, and he was talking. Jake was asking him why he, or better, whatever it is, asked him why he went to Live, and Brooks was, which we already knew this. He just straight up said it's for the money because I can go break my leg tomorrow, but I know my family and their kids are taken care of because I signed this bag. And I was like, all right, my boy, that's you.
Did you also see? I think in that, it may have been in that podcast or maybe another one, where someone asked him about would he fight Bryson, like if they set it up, and he was like all in on it. He's like, oh yeah, we'd do it for sure.
Got to. I'd fight Jeremy if it wasn't on camera. If somebody set it up for me,
we'll set it up. Let me message my boy. He's got a long reach.
Guess who's going to be in my corner? Josh Freeman.
He gone.
No, he's going to be here ready to poke some eyes in case Jeremy comes at me sideways. I'll say, Josh, you see him go for something weird, you start poking eyes out. Next part, Oliver Betchart? Betchart, youngest player to qualify and compete in a PGA Tour event. What's his age? Anybody know it?
I think he's
17.
15. What? I think he's 15. Ooh. Yeah.
Is he AJ Salanero? What's his, how you say his last name? Our Noonan Country Club, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be around the same age.
But is AJ on that level? AJ qualifying for a PGA Tour event, y'all think?
I think he might get there.
You think so?
The more
I think he'll go?
Like clips of him, I think he's got the talent to go far.
He didn't tell us what if he committed to a college, did he? He just said Auburn was looking at it.
He hasn't yet.
Okay.
I don't think you can technically get recruited till you're a junior.
Oh yeah.
He was just he was a freshman when we played, and he's a sophomore this year.
So what you're saying is possibly we beat a future PGA Tour player.
That is possible.
Possible.
I got one more thing on the Butterfield Bermuda. There's a guy that just committed. I assume he is committed because in the he's got it in his bio. It says 2028 Auburn Golf. Right now he is 4 under at the turn on the at the Bermuda Championship, and he is I think he's 17, and he's actually like in the top 15 or something like that right now, and he's an Auburn commit. His sister won the what is it at Augusta, the amateur. The ANWA. She won it like last year or 2 years ago, and she's also an Auburn commit.
Auburn's racking them up.
They picked a better school.
Listen, we ain't gonna get to that. Let's talk about this next segment. I'm excited about this next one that Brady has typed in here. The Grand Thornton Invitational. I'm excited. Oh boy, because we're taking the LPGA, the PGA. You have a teammate and you battle. There's just something fun about team golf. Like when all of us go play, it's like every man for themselves. You know, you're battling. There's nobody to talk to. When you have somebody on your team, like hyping you up, whether it's scramble or best ball,
It changes it.
changes everything. It's so much more fun. So that's what we have here. We're going to be in Florida. The pairings. I already got my pick right here. Finau and Korda. I'm calling it now. They're winning the whole thing. I don't
It's a
see
good team.
I don't see a better pairing out there. I mean, you got
Ricky and Lexi.
Lexi. We saw her in the PGA event. She can't hang. Now Sahith.
She can hang it enough to get in there.
Sahith may get carried by Rose.
Oh man,
She may do the carrying. Even Lydia Ko. Lydia Ko may carry Jason Day. I'm being honest.
yeah.
Now,
I
Lydia
can see
Ko
that.
came off a big tournament the other weekend. So this is coming up in December. This is going to be exciting to watch. This is one of those I wish we could get down there and
Let's
get
go.
to. I'm always ready, my boy.
I got miles. I'll fly tonight.
But do you think this is? What do y'all think about this for golf? Is this something that should happen more than once a year?
Yeah, I think it should be
Yeah.
every quarter.
Yeah,
So
once
4
a quarter,
events a year?
and then you could do. I think you could bump up some of the other team events too. Give me a scramble. I want to.
I'd like to see
how
a
many
scramble.
eagles
And see what they could do.
does a 2-man scramble make?
Yeah,
I mean, Garrett, GM Golf, and Bryson scrambled, and it was ridiculous what they were doing. You know,
Yeah.
just them two. Imagine PGA Tour pros. So, I don't know. Let's talk about this real quick before we move on to our picks. Did everybody get a chance to watch Micah versus the Dodd King?
God, I
Yeah.
started
Oh my
it. I
gosh.
seen enough to know I wasn't.
think I got like 2 or 3 holes in.
Man, first swing for the Dodd King tops it. I couldn't ask for anything better because personally, you know, he played it off and he was like, oh, it happens. I think if it was his video on his channel, it wouldn't have been seen. But because he was talking all that trash to Micah, Micah's like, we're putting this in there. I wonder if he even asked Micah to take it out.
I love the banter between that Tig was giving him just because like it was very, you could tell like behind the
He was
scenes like they
humbling
were
him.
cutting the camera like they had to
Oh,
have been
yeah.
like tripping out because he was so serious when he would say it, and then you could see him like almost lose it whenever, you know, they were giving him.
But every single shot would start and do that slice
yeah.
almost.
I laughed
was
at the
like,
door
This guy
thing.
ain't good.
And then
Tig
the fact
said,
that
I knew I was short, but I didn't know
Yeah.
this guy was this short.
and then even the Dodd guy was like, let it out. I know you want to laugh. And Tig started laughing. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, I'd be laughing too. But he said that,
Yep.
you know, Tig was like, he just kept messaging me in my DMs saying, let's get this match going, Matt. And so we had to get it, you know, figured out. But I don't know. It was funny to see him top 2 right at the bat. And with that being his thing. So anyway, if you haven't watched it, go check it out. Micah takes care of the Dodd King. Apparently, Dodd King's played Grant too, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think they did.
I must have
I
missed
think I
that
remember
one.
that. I think it was earlier.
Real quick, shout out and apologies to Christian Gray. We moved into this house 3 months ago, and I still haven't put anything on the walls in here. So Christian messaged me privately,
you.
and he was telling me about putting blankets and stuff in the room. Sorry, Christian, I haven't had time to do it. But once this office is done, all my golf stuff's going to be up.
He
I'll
hit
get it
me up
going.
like right after the podcast was over, and he was like, "You got to tell Casey to get some stuff going." In
Sorry,
that room."
Christian, I'm sorry.
You're talking about? You're
It
talking
ain't
to
that bad.
the guy that grew up with just all the music. You know,
I
he
know.
knows what sound is supposed to sound like. So
I'm going to get it right, Christian, I promise. So it's the time.
Stuff on mine too.
I know you just got a tree. That tree back there is eating all that sound up, though. That and your
Switch it up,
interesting
thing's gone.
interesting chair,
Swing.
Mitchell. Off camera, will you tell us how you knew about that TikTok I sent you? How you found out that
I
person
don't know what you're talking about.
after off camera after the show? Will you fill us all in?
I need to know about them pills behind Mitchell. Is there any blue kangaroo?
Have y'all seen the TikToks where the guy's like, he does something and he's like,
Goodness gracious.
he said it reminds me of my friends or I miss my bros, and it's
Oh yeah.
yeah. I need to send them to you, but I can't talk. We can't talk about it right here. It's not good.
It's not good.
So I don't want that. I have to send it to you. What is that?
Some
Ball.
some rub. Oh, I thought it was.
Oh,
Some
Mitchell, did you go
barbecue
play?
sauce.
Or did you move that tea time to Sunday?
Yeah, I'm playing Sunday.
Oh,
I texted y'all. I got a spot open if anybody can play.
Sunday's
He'll
out
be
for me.
coming back from the
Tuscaloosa.
glory land of
The glory
Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, okay.
All right, boys. I hope everybody's dialed. It's time to lock it in with our picks for this. Say it, Zach.
Lock it in.
Lock it in with our picks for
Ooh,
this
he
week's
had some rumble on
PGA
that.
and LPGA Tour events. We told you a few episodes back that the boys this season are committed to growing in the LPGA scene. We haven't missed a week yet with our picks, so this video is coming out a little later. I know it's going on right now, but we made our picks without looking at the leaderboards and making sure. So we still got our picks coming. This is presented to you by Swanee's Golf. You can use BSG25 to get 25% off. If you look at Mitchell, he's wearing a Swanee's Golf pullover right now with the logo on there. Things are clean.
Look
They're
at the
perfect.
collar.
Look at the collar.
Yeah,
They got
nice
the details
flowery
on it.
collar. I like that.
Perfect for fall golf. They have amazing stuff. Go check out Swanee's BSG25. Last week, there was no PGA Tour event. This week, the Worldwide Technology Championship. Formerly, was this the Dale one? Was this what used to be the Dale? Or was this just different? Because I thought
I
it was
think
the
that was
Dale
the match play,
Worldwide.
right? The Dale match play.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah.
earlier. Or
Oh, I
earlier
thought
in the
they
year.
canceled it. Anyways, this is the Worldwide Technology Championship down in Mexico. Defending champion. This is very interesting. Brady did his research here. Russell Henley, who is a member, Green Island,
Right down the road.
right down there. If you don't know why that's important, you can go watch last week's episode. Is this also
Funny.
where Brent's at?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Brent actually told me this the other day. He said that Russell came down and played like 2 weeks ago, and said they got to get the greens faster for him. So they had to go out and roll all the greens again just to make them to like stimp a 13 because they were stimping at 12 and he needed them at a 13.
So he has that kind of
crazy.
he has that
Just
kind
to
of
know
power. He can just go tell them.
Apparently he does. Yeah.
Dang. You know what's crazy is that I didn't think about when we were talking to Mark last week about Green Island being where Brent's at, and then I think Jared or somebody said like Green Island's the best on our Instagram. I was like, I think that's where Brent works.
Yeah. Maybe one day
Yeah.
we'll get to go out there.
Yeah, we need to
One
get
day,
we need to get Brent on here to talk about Green Island.
I know
I
a
don't think he
bunch of the when I worked at Synovus, a bunch of like the big guys all had memberships down there because headquarters is in Columbus, so they would, I guess, do their meetings there.
Casey
What'd you say,
talked to
Brady?
your wife's boss. He's got a membership there.
Oh, we need to get on there.
Bill Parr, he can get us out there.
I wonder, is Russell Henley the only PGA guy out there?
No, he told me some other names, but I can't remember.
So I'm still stuck on the fact that you said Russell could just tell them to make the greens faster, and the green they're like, okay, let's go do it.
Yeah,
Just because he said that. So our picks this week. Let's get into it, boys. This is for the Worldwide Technology. We'll start with Mitchell himself. Who you got?
Give me Thagala.
I thought you were trying to say something with a lisp right there.
No,
That's it.
no.
He's got Sahith.
Gala.
I had something pulling up right here.
He's got Sahith. Brady, who you got?
I got the Mizuno bro of mine, Keith Mitchell.
Mr. Torvisor himself.
Yeah, so they're coming back, but not for me.
Who you got, Zach?
I'm going with the young gun, Ludwig.
Is that how Mark said his name?
Do you know how to
I don't
pronounce his last name?
Is it Aberg?
No, it's Aubert.
Oh, Bear.
That's the correct pronunciation. Is Aubert.
We in USA is Aberg.
Yeah. That's what so Mark actually had Ludwig on his podcast like a few weeks ago, and I was listening to it, and they got in the discussion of how to pronounce his name.
Give me Aberg.
Well, it don't matter because they're not going to be saying his name. They're going to be saying the name of the man that lifts the trophy, and that's none other than our friend of the show. I'm gonna say that because it's coming. Zach Blair, look at the rep in the thing. My boy has been playing hot this year. Made a lot of money so far. Even if he don't win it, I think he's gonna get me a lot of strokes to help me grow the leaderboard. Brady, do you have that pulled up? Can you update everybody where we're at on the
Give me
PGA side?
just about 2 seconds. I'm looking at it now.
While he pulls that up, I'll talk. Go ahead.
As of now, this is scored
early in the season.
Yeah, there's been 2 PGA Tour events and 3 LPGA events. We're comboing our scores on how our players finish scores to par. Right now, Zach is at 6 under, Casey's at 31 under, Mitch is at 33 under, and I'm at 50 under.
Did you say Zach's at 6 and everybody's in the 30s and the 50s?
Yeah.
Early on.
Did Zach skip a few weeks or what happened?
Yeah, just remember last year, my major picks were pretty close when it mattered most.
We'll do double points.
Majors should count as doubles.
Yeah.
So that's where we're standing with our picks. Last week was the LPGA, the Maybach. Tough to watch as far as times. It was on weird times.
Maybach?
Came down to, what did I say, Maybach?
Yeah, that's a car.
Yeah, I thought it was a Maybach or whatever. I don't know. 9-hole playoff. We had our picks, and let's see. Brady had the best pick with Celine. She actually was forced a 9-hole playoff and won that thing. Wow,
won it. 9-hole playoff. Could you go tit for tat? In a 9.
I can't stay locked in that long.
I was very surprised whenever I checked the leaderboard Sunday morning because I knew that the tournament was supposed to be over by then, and it didn't say if she won or not. It was like had her and Ataya Titikum, they were tied like at 21 under, and I was like, so who won? I had to go and look it up, and it finally told me that they had a 9-hole playoff.
I feel like it's so hard to get the information on the LPGA. Like it's not an easy thing to.
They're not going to make it easy
to be
and
better
just put the winner up on the website very big. They're like, go research it. Which takes us to this week. We're in Japan. Thankfully, this is the last stop in the Asia Pacific swing. So we should have some normal tee times, viewing times for us after this week. And we did put a limit on how many times you can pick people in a row. And so we had to shut down some people in our corner with all the pills in the back of that guy because he was picking this.
Shut me down because she didn't get to play, so I still have her one more time.
We do need to decide what the penalty for your player getting cut is. I think it should be 10 strokes off your current score.
Goodness,
that's a little crazy.
Yeah, me and Brady talked about that because it's better for your person to get cut than shoot over par.
Right. Yeah. So it should be plus 10.
There's got to be a penalty. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't think through that.
Plus 10 or plus 9, something like a nice round number.
Maybe like a 5-stroke penalty if your person gets cut.
10. They didn't even make it.
He's trying to get everybody caught up with him.
Yeah. So here we go. This is a $2 million purse. Our picks. I'm going Lauren Coughlin. Who y'all got?
Yuna Nishimura.
Mitch, yours is blank on here. Who you going with?
Rose Zhang.
Oh, we got 2 duplicates here.
Yeah.
Oh, duplicates.
Rose.
This is going to be interesting. She's got a good chance. She's one of those, performs well every week.
I've actually had her pick since Sunday. I just need to go in and start filling out the
Listen, I'm not picking. I'm holding off on Nelly because I'm waiting till the Florida swing, and I'm picking her as many times as I can in a row.
She did good for you this past week.
She did, and I think she's going to be real hot when it comes into that back to America, and she's going to start dominating. I think she's actually the next event. She's the defending champion of the November 9th through the 12th that weekend. So I'm for sure picking her there. She's going back to back. Next segment for your boys. This is the what's coming up. This is we just hit one wide right, or in Brady's case, wide. He hooked one real hard left. There's people up there on the tee box. Somebody's got to save their lives, and it's not Jeremy because Jeremy goes 4.
He does.
Come on, Mitch, give it to us one time. You ain't got no sleeping baby in the house.
I got a sleeping wife in the house.
4.
That was it.
There you go.
The dogs are gonna start barking.
There you go.
This is what's coming up from BSG. We just had episode 1 from Tallamore come out. Love the fact that Tallamore is interacting with us on social media. Y'all notice that? Liking the post and commenting.
Oh yeah.
Part 2 is on its way out, and part 2 is probably gonna be something titled like he set his PR or something like that because Brady played it out of his mind.
Cheating.
I think so.
Straight up.
What'd you end up shooting? 76?
78. Yeah, 78.
78. Did you say that was your PR? Your best?
18-hole round it is, yeah.
Yeah. So it
I
was hard to
don't
see.
know. We have to define that Roanoke round. It was 2 9-holes.
I don't know about that.
Play the same holes twice.
Yeah.
You already know how it's rolling for the day.
Different
the
tee
pin's
boxes.
at.
Yeah.
If you even want to call them tee boxes, I call them the grass got cut a little shorter right there in that area.
They just had some stobs in the ground where you're supposed to tee off.
Got that coming up. Got both the rest of the series coming out, and then actually this
start
month,
the trail.
Yeah, this month we're gonna go ahead and we're kind of cheating. We're gonna film this month and next month 2 of our episodes for our series for 2024, which is where we're gonna travel through, play all the RTJ 18-hole courses. We're starting here in the hometown of Grand National. We're going to play the Lakes and the Links. And then in January, one of those will come out. And at the same time, we're going to travel. Where are we going in January?
That's a good question.
Maybe the Judge. Something semi-local.
It's going to have to be close.
I think. Mitchell, are you the only one that's ever played the Judge?
Yep.
Yeah, I've never played it. I think the tips there is like over 8,000 yards. Is that right?
No, tips down there is only 76, 77. Or maybe
Well, we got to
78.
play then.
I thought there was a course down there that's over 8,000 for the tips. And it was like a 600-something yard par 5.
Is Ross Bridge isn't? I thought it was pretty close
That's
to that.
Ross Bridge in Birmingham.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
They do have a par 5 down there from the tips. It's almost 600 though.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to get the full blown experience and shoot a 130 if we go out there and play that for the video. For the
You
video.
go ahead and shoot a 130 tomorrow and let us know how it feels, and
No.
then change your mind.
So we got that coming up. I'm super excited about that
Being
series.
careful, that man may be getting spanked tomorrow again.
Ain't no way.
Can't be-
Lock
you
it
can't be
down.
losing now.
Lock it
You
I
down.
put,
wouldn't be
you put money on it?
You tell Katie you put 50 on it.
I don't tell her unless I win. You know, she can't know. She can't be looking at that. Brady, you showing up? You were kind of asking like you could be there.
That's
Oh,
what it
no,
sounded
no.
like.
The only reason I was asking is because my in-laws are going to be out there, and I was trying to see if they wanted to play with y'all because
I was about to
they
say,
said they were
if
going to be right there. They're around 12.
If I didn't have to, I have a job that I have to have pushed out by Tuesday, or I'd come play tomorrow.
Just show up, Mitchell. That job will be there. You never know when the world's going to
won't
end,
be.
so just show up. But anyways, we're going to end it with, let me see. I think I've got the sound pulled up for us right here. I think I was prepared today. Yeah.
Well, that one's going to be wet. Welcome to the drop zone.
This is the drop zone.
You know,
We're all
before
used to
you
that
s-
area.
Hang on, I got something funny that reminded me of in the last video on the first tee box. Whenever Zach reloaded one so quick, like
Oh, yeah.
they couldn't even cut it out of the video. That's what I think about
I don't.
a lot.
It's it was a bad weekend for the driver. This weekend worked fantastic. Longest drive of my life.
So
you were hitting them good.
if our viewers notice
360.
these new episodes, we're not showing everybody shots. And if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of driver shots I'm not showing of Zach's. He's maybe been
They
like,
were awful.
yeah, but I had to put that in because I wanted people to see that we're human. And like the whole debate of 2 off the first tee
Oh yeah.
and how quick
You wanted
Zach
to see
reached in that
him, and you
pocket.
could have just watched me for the weekend.
How quick he reached in that pocket. and
Very
grabbed that thing.
disheartening.
I know that's that clip I posted earlier where Brady was like, make it for morale. And he said, there's no morale left.
None.
None left.
At that point, it was already downhill. We'd already played enough golf where I knew where my game was for the weekend.
I think I've got, I think I clipped it where you were like, I'm listing stuff on eBay right now. And if everything sells before
Okay.
tomorrow, I'm changing my flight.
Oh Lord.
That's how bad it was. It felt awful.
So here's the drop zone question of the week. What is your favorite month we'll say month or time of the year to play golf?
April.
Right now.
Oh yeah, I like.
Let's hear it. Yeah, let's
Two
hear
different.
the ones in the.
I'm
cold.
a fall golfer. I like the fall.
I like
Right
April.
now,
Once
my
you,
man.
so you play enough. We play year round.
Yeah.
So like if you would have played today and been frigid, so you play all them cold rounds. You got the hot hands. You're wearing the layers, and about April comes and you're like, is this short sleeve weather?
Yeah.
Are we back?
I'm with Zach on
And
that.
then it
That's
just
in
changes
March.
because it's season time.
Because fall weather's like you've already been playing all year, and then by the fall comes, you're like, oh, I guess I'll keep playing, and then you start
It's
taking
bonus
up the-
golf. It's bonus
Yeah.
golf.
Enjoy
You
it
get
more.
going into the extra innings.
No, I think for us in the South, December and January and February, all that's extra golf because nobody else gets to play that golf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Like when we played Purcell last year and the range was closed because it was cold, I was like, I need the range now more than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the December round, November and December, the RTJ rounds we're about to do, they're gonna be borderline pushing, or I wake up and like I really don't want to golf today, but I know we're going.
At
You
to
least
never
do
it'll
know
it.
be-
down here though.
It'll be
It might
team
be
golf though.
It might be
for the
75
series.
degrees.
You're right. I'm trying to think of one. I know when we went to Florida, it was horrible. Stillwater's in January this year was absolutely horrible. It was
Yeah.
So the course was in awful condition.
Yeah, that's why I was at.
I'm
Brady,
not a
when you
fan
said
of that
something
time
about
of the year.
when you
from
said
like-
Stillwater's tomorrow, I was like, even if I wasn't busy, I don't know if I'd go to Stillwater's.
Yeah, that was like the only tee time really that I could get in, and Jeremy was like, "Yeah, we'll go." So we'll see how it is, but
And Jeremy ain't picky. He'll play.
He'll play
I
anything
know.
He'll play tonight.
He'll play
He'll
anything.
play tomorrow. He'll play Saturday. He'll play Sunday.
all the time.
And be like, I might go out work. You got a tournament? Where are we going?
Oh,
Y'all need an extra person? I can come play in it. So that's what we got for this episode, boys. I think that's it. We'll be back on early next week. So you got this one coming out, and then a few days later, episode 77 is going to come out, and we'll kind of fill you in as we get ready for the road. What's it called? The Trail Series, or what are we going to call it?
The trail.
The Trail. That's going to be our whole 2024. I'm excited about that. Personally, I think it's going to be money. It's going to be very time consuming on our end, but hopefully entertaining for y'all. So
We need our contact to get back to us.
yes, and we need to plan how we're going to do it as far as the matches, because I know there's going to be not everybody's going to be at every match, so it needs to be something where if I'm not there, the same kind of scoring system can work. So it can't be individual.
You
scoring.
know what I'm for on 2v2.
It's got to be some kind of
Which
team.
I think
it's
it
gotta
worked. I think it worked great for Red Beers and Bandits.
Yeah, I'm fine with even taking those two teams.
Because, I mean, both, all 2 or 3 times we played, it come down to 18.
I think we take something very similar to that, if not even the same two. And even like Mitchell, the baby comes, Mitchell can't be there. Whoever steps in for Mitchell is on my team, and we're still the Red Beers. And at the end of
Just
the
keep
year,
going.
Red Beers had this many points. Back nine Bandits had this many points.
Pending name change.
Losing team has to wear a full Proud 90 shorts and shirts kit very next round on camera.
oh Lord,
No, you'd have to buy stuff. I donated all mine. I don't have any of it.
BSG
I threw
15,
mine
it probably
away.
still works.
I ain't spending my money on that.
I threw all my Proud 90 away.
Mine are in the
You
closet.
didn't donate it?
I threw that shit straight in the trash.
I mean, I did see you the other day at San Marcos wearing it because you
Who?
like that.
Me?
Yeah.
I kept mine in the closet for if I go to the beach. Some of them are kind of beachy.
I
Anyways.
think the only one that I kept was the Joey Coldcuts one that he did with Corona.
Oh, yeah, that
That's the
fits
only
you,
one I
though.
kept.
That's your style. But now your boys are Swannies. Use BSG 25. Hey, and the good news
All
is,
day.
we'll end it with this. The boys are going into 2024 with Moon Golf again. We're re-signing, boys. Let me get a little...
on the dotted line.
And then this is for Ann and Dan right here. Thanks for believing in your boys. All y'all that said we couldn't do it, forget y'all. I can't say
We
what Mitchell
did.
says. So that's it for this episode.
Can't say what I said.
Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.